Hello everyone, my name is Sarah. This is Mother Goose Knits, my vlog where I show you what I'm knitting. I'm currently knitting the Eastwind jacket. My last project was the folklore cardigan, which took me a really long time, but it is one of my favorite sweaters now. I've been wearing it often. And it's a free pattern by Lion Brand, so I think you should knit that pattern. But right now I'm doing the Eastwind jacket. And this week was a little bit crazy. TikTok got banned for a few hours, but CapCut also got banned, which was what I was using to edit my videos. So I kind of ended up spending a lot of time looking for another editor, and it was just kind of a pain. And then I got depressed, so I started playing Skyrim, and I spent a lot of the week playing Skyrim. Now, I did get some of this sweater done. I finished the first skein, and I'm using Cascade 220 in Walnut Heather. And this is the right side front panel. This is a seamed jacket. It's by Emily Foden, by the way. The book the pattern comes from is called Knits About Winter. It's upstairs right now. I don't have it with me. But this is like the big jacket project. And it's got this cable down the front, and a little texture. Just little cables that create a texture. And this is a pocket. So I have marked on the back side with 2 stitch markers where the pocket will begin, and then this is a provisional cast on. And I will be picking those up, and I guess, I haven't looked, but I'll be knitting the pocket once I undo the provisional cast on. And this is the sleeve. So part of the sleeve, it's not a drop sleeve. It's kind of like half the sleeve is knit back and forth, and then there's like a large cuff that goes down. And I think you pick it up and knit it once everything is pieced together. And so that's part of the sleeve right there. And I have a few inches, looks like 3.5 inches. And this is supposed to be 8 inches. Also, I sprained my wrist pretty badly. So I didn't want to try to knit and hurt my wrist more, but it is feeling a little better. I don't want to push it though. But considering all that, I do think I got pretty far on this. I also received my package of Cascade 220. So I have caked up another skein. I have been wanting to use my stash that I have this year. Now, it doesn't count as buying new yarn if you had one skein, right? If you had one skein and you just need more for the rest of the project, that's okay. That doesn't count. So I purchased 6 more of these because I only had one. I will be continuing knitting on this. I think you go to the sleeve and then you do the shoulder sort of yoke. And then I will be knitting on the other side of the front. I actually don't mind seamed sweaters. This is seamed as well. I know it's not people's favorite, to knit a seamed sweater, we like to do one piece. It is simpler to do one piece, but I do find that there's a nice structure that the seams create. And it's also nice to sometimes take a break from the knitting portion and instead maybe seam some pieces together to see how it's going. That way you can still be working on the project, but you're not doing, the same thing the whole time. Sometimes I need a knitting break. I do that with weaving in ends as well. That's a problem though with the seaming, is you have to weave in a lot of ends. But sometimes I look at that as a positive because I get to take a little break from the knitting. Sometimes I get tired of it. But yeah, 2024 is definitely the year of the cardigan. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna call it. The year of the cardigan, because I've been doing lots of pullover sweaters and I like them. It's just harder for me to put them on. I don't know why. Maybe it's the idea that I can't take them off, even though I can. Maybe it gets too hot, but I just need a nice long cardigan, nice cozy sleeves, long enough to go over leggings, and I can just put it over whatever t-shirt I'm wearing. So yeah, this is the year of the cardigan. Okay, so before I close out this week's vlog, I really haven't done too much this week. I was sitting here thinking I might want to do the Sky Hill hat and mittens set. It has been very cold. A lot of the times I run out of the house without a hat or gloves, but it's been so cold. I mean, it was -3 the other day. Not all day, but that's not usual, even for Buffalo. But I might want to get a nice thick hat. I love my hat that I have now, but I think that a hat and mittens to match the jacket would be really nice. Now, this is supposed to be bulky weight. So these are supposed to be 2 DK yarns held together. And I don't want to do that. The Eastwind jacket that I'm doing right now is supposed to be a DK and a mohair. So it was supposed to be worsted, but my gauge is really off. It was just, the yarn is too thick. So I might try and do this, the hat, with the worsted weight, especially since hats are always too big for me. The sizing here does say 17 inches for the smallest. I think my head is 19 inches in circumference, and so 2 inches might be like the perfect fit, or 2 inches of negative ease might be the perfect fit. But I want to see if I can do this hat in the doeskin heather, which is the contrasting color that I'm using in the Eastwind jacket. I have like one skein. I've used a little bit of it for the bottom edge, and I also need to use it for the pockets, like the inside of the pockets. If we can find it, you can see that the inside of the pocket has the contrast color. So I might run out. I figure I can do either the hat or the mittens with the contrasting color. And I think if I had to pick one, I would choose doing the mittens with a contrasting color. And then maybe use leftover main color for the hat. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll try... Can you get 2 mittens with one skein? I don't know. But I might cast that on as just like a side project for the upcoming week while I work on the jacket. But anyway, that is it for this week. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.